you bless me, yo. I would with roses.
Hi guys, and welcome to my first YouTube video. So today I will be showing you how to make this simple brandy top and how to outline it and everything. So first, what you always want to do is make a separate layer for everything you'll do on this tank top. So what I did is I made a separate layer and I went into the color selection and picked a color that I knew I would not be using on the tank top. I went into the shape tool and did the line and then adjusted the stroke to 2 pixels. So then I'm just going to go in between the legs, or you say on the template, and I'm just going to go directly in the middle, and that marks the middle of the torso, so I can get everything even and equal and symmetric on the tank top. And so now that's my little middle marker layer, so I'm going to add another layer. And then what I do after that is I select white because that's the color of the tank top and that's the color I'm going to make the outline, since that's the color of the straps and everything. And so what I'm going to do is I'm still on the align tool because I just find it easier to make everything symmetric and even and look neat. And so I make the strap, and then I'm going to still use the line tool even though it's a curved line. I just find it easier than trying to free draw it. I'm going to make just basically I'm going to make the little curve for your armhole, I guess. And then I'm just going to do the top I don't know what you call it, the top rim of the tank top, if that makes sense. And then I just do the inside curve too, right to the middle of that middle line, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the arrange tool, and then at the top there will be a duplicate tool. I'm going to press the duplicate, which is right by the trash can. I'm going to press that, and then what will happen is it will create 2 of that layer. Then I can press the flip horizontal, which will invert it, so it will create the other side of the tank top. And all I have to do is drag it to the other side, and then both sides are completely symmetric. And that's what I found easiest for me making tank tops and just outlines of clothes in general that are symmetric. And then since the rim of the top of the tank top doesn't go all the way through the back, I'm just gonna continue that line on the same layer that I copied over. And then after I do that, I'm going to make the bottom rim of the tank top. Well, first I'm gonna merge down because I want all the outline to be in the same layer. And then I'm going to I'm not making the bottom rim, sorry about that. I am selecting the box of the straps and making sure the box is perfectly outlined, because this is how we're going to align the straps. And so you're going to select them, make sure you're on your outline layer when you're selecting. You're going to press, for me, since I'm on MacBook, it's Command C, but I know it's Control C for Windows. So you're going to do that and copy it, and then you're going to press either Command V or Control V, and that will paste it, and then it will be the same width of the box up top, which will make them align. So then you just have to align it to the box, and it doesn't matter how far up they are, if you know what I mean, as long as they don't go through the bottom of the outline, they'll align. So that's how I align my straps on my tank tops. And then what I do is I make the bottom hem, or you call it, I guess, the hem. I make the bottom line for the outline of the tank top, which I do with the line tool again because I find it easier and more cleanlier, if you know what I mean. It makes it seem more clean to do that. At first I made it a little bit too short because I want it cropped, but I felt that was too cropped because there's barely anything. It almost looked like a sports bra. So I decided to undo that, which on my PC it is Control Z. And so then I decided to draw it a little bit lower so it looked more of a crop tank top. And I always make sure that when I'm making like a full outfit with a crop shirt, that the jeans or whatever, which in this case I'm not making jeans for this, but they're like not too big of a gap and not like overlapping so you can see everything. So if you're making a full outfit, that should be helpful for you. But what I'm doing now is I stopped my screen recording for a second. I went and found a blue floral pattern. I just looked up like something like dainty blue floral pattern, and I found this. And so what I'm doing is I'm resizing it so if like fit like basically the size of the torso or like the size of the tank top. It doesn't really have to be the size of the torso. I just fit it to where like I feel like the flowers will look best. Then I'm duplicating it, which will create like a whole nother layer basically of it, and I'm just gonna duplicate it like across the tank top. And so after I do that, it will take me about like 4 times duplicating it. And so I would duplicate it 4 times, and then what I'm doing after that is I merge all 4 layers by clicking the 3 dots on like the side of the first top floral layer, and I click merge down, and I do that 4 times since there's 4 layers of it. And then I'm going to change the transparency so I can see the outline underneath it, since the outline's underneath it and I need to cut the material to fit it. So I change the transparency and turn it down by clicking the 3 dots again. And then I'm going to use the select tool and just get what's easiest through doing that, since I can only do it as a square. So I'm only doing with like what's easiest for me to get with that tool. And so I'm just getting like the big stuff, like the underneath, which was really easy because it's a straight line. And I'm getting like the sides that are all straight lines. With the select tool, I'm just selecting it up to the outline and then pressing Command X. I know it might be Control X on a Windows PC. So that's what I do, and I cut it. So that's how I get rid of it. And then after I cut everything that I can with the selection tool, I go in with the eraser tool, which is works for like all types of layers except for text. And I just pick the brush as like the 10 one on top, and basically what I do is I just like sort of outline the tank top, or like I like erase what's like not inside the outline. And it does take a couple tries because, you know, your hand can get like it's not steady. So it takes me a couple tries, but it doesn't have to be exact, like it doesn't have to be right underneath the line because we're gonna fix that later. So as long as none of it's like sticking out, it can be overlapping with the white line, if you know what I mean. It doesn't have to be like perfectly like cut out or whatever. So after I do this, I'm going to turn the transparency back up on the floral layer. That way it isn't see-through when we upload it to ROBLOX. And I'm going to put the floral layer underneath the outline layer, because then that way the white outline like pops through and it looks nice and clean. And then what I do is I go down to the layer that had the middle line and I click it off, and then that will get rid of the red line down the middle. And then you can save it to your PC and upload it to ROBLOX, and then you'll have your simple Brandy Melville tank. You can add the bow if you would like through just drawing it. I just didn't feel like it looked good. I just named it whatever, and then I'll upload it to ROBLOX to my group, and you'll be able to find the outline that I made in my Discord, which will be linked in the description. Bye everybody, thank you.